Hi, my name is Alan from Alan V Property. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Last week, I came across this Straits Times newspaper article titled Fewer HDB Flat Upgraders Chasing Condo Dreams. In the article, it mentioned a total of 2,322 new and resale non-landed private homes were bought by those with HDB addresses in the first half of 2023, down nearly 36% from 3,628 during the same period in 2022. Among the reasons for the drop include cooling measures, tightening borrowing limits, higher interest rate, and so on. This is aligned with my observation when I mentioned a few times in my video that HDB upgraders are basically priced out of the private market. They are no longer able to upgrade because private prices have moved up significantly more than the HDB market. The leader of the opposition, Mr. Pritam Singh, has said during his opening speech on Budget 2023.
Today, the prospect of upgrading to a condominium or landed property, unlike in decades past, is not as realistic for HDB homeowners.
This only reinforced the theory that HDB upgraders are indeed priced out of the private market. Hence, I decided to dig further into how much prices has gone up over the past decade, and especially so before and after COVID-19. Let's dive straight into the discussion. In today's discussion, I will break down the private market into three main segments. They are new homes, resale condos, and resale landed. I will also plug in the HDB resale prices to give you some context. For each segment, I will include all district, all tenure, and all sizes. This will give us a more holistic interpretation of the data on a yearly basis. Take note, the PSF has to be read in conjunction with the rest of the PSF. They do not represent the specific PSF at that specific point in time. Are you ready for the fighting? I'm very sure you will be in for the surprise. Here, I will compare them over 10 years from 2013 to 2023. This will give us an overview of how much prices have changed over the years. Let's take a look at the resale condo. The average resale prices was 1,245 per square feet back in 2013. The selling price in 2023 is 1,553 per square feet. This means the prices has increased by a moderate 25%. On the other hand, resale landed 2013 prices was 1,246 per square feet. This has increased to 1,685 per square feet in 2023, or a 35% increase. An interesting observation, if you notice the PSF for both resale condo and resale landed back in 2013, they are almost at the same price point. That is why I always hear my landed owners telling me that landed was more affordable back then. They have a point here. With land scarcity and an aspiration for condo owners to upgrade to a limited supply of land, that is why we can see the difference in resale condo against resale landed. For new homes, the average selling price was 1,257 per square feet back in 2013. The selling price in 2023 is $2,411 per square feet. This means the prices has increased by an astonishing 92%, or almost double in prices in just a decade. What about HDB resale prices? The average selling price was $416 per square feet back in 2013. The selling price in 2023 is $561 per square feet. This means that prices has generally increased by 20%. Take note, there was a time when HDB prices were relatively stagnant because of the lease decay issues and a lack of MOP BTO flats for sales. Prices only start to climb up after rules regarding the use of CPF for older flats were changed in 2019. Here, what can we conclude here? New home prices have outperformed by 92% in comparison to resale condo and landed properties that came in at 25% and 35% respectively. Whereas HDB homeowners have only seen an increase in prices by 20% over the same period. Since HDB price quantum is usually lower than private property, where they are in their millions, private property prices usually will experience an exponentially increase in prices over time with their heavier price tag. This means HDB upgraders are struggling to play catching up over time. This with the exception of MOP BTO flats and HDB flat owners in mature estates, they are commanding a higher price. This also explains why new executive condominiums are doing so well over the years. As usual, let me compare them before and after COVID-19 so that we can appreciate the price increase closer to our heart. Here, let's take a look at new home first. The average selling price was 1,766 per square feet in 2019. This means prices has increased by 37% to $2,411 per square feet. Whereas the resale condo has appreciated by 16% for 1,344 per square feet to $1,553 per square feet. Landed has also appreciated by 33% for 1,263 per square feet to 1,685 per square feet. And lastly, thanks to COVID, there is a mad rush for HDB resale flat. Resale flat prices have appreciated by 35% during the same period. Hence, what can we conclude here? Out of the 4 segments, resale condo seems to underperform as compared to the rest. Does this mean that they are the better alternatives? I leave it to you to interpret this data by yourself. Here, out of curiosity, I decided to do up the numbers for both commercial and industrial properties. Commercial properties here include office, shophouse, medical suites, and retail space. Industrial space include factory and warehouse. Back in 2013, the average PSF was 2,782 per square feet. In the past decades, prices have increased by 12% to $3,108 per square feet. For industrial space, the increase has almost been flat. So, coming back to 2019 to 2023, commercial space increased by 7%, whereas industrial space spiked by 12% due to a surge in warehousing space brought over by the pandemic. Back to the million-dollar question. Are commercial and industrial space worth exploring for investment? Well, we will find out soon after I explore this segment in my future videos. So please stay tuned to my channel. Before we leave, I would like to share how to combat scams. Many innocent people are losing their hard-earned savings to scammers. I really feel for them. As usual, I'm always puzzled as to why some of them have tons of money inside their normal saving account, where the interest rate is like peanuts. Let me share with you a very simple financial tips. Please go and put your extra funds into a fixed deposit with any financial institutions. Please opt out of internet banking. Just keep 5,000 in any of your active bank accounts and put the excess into fixed deposit with another bank. In this way, if the scammer want to scam you, they need to bring you to the bank to retrieve the funds. The bank staff are trained to raise any red flags for any abnormality. This is your last line of defense. This is an old school method, but it works very well. So please, share this with your friends or encourage your elderly parents to do so before the scammers have any chance at their hard-earned saving. That's all. Hope you have enjoyed this video and goodbye.